Good morning, students. Today I have come up with the explanation of the poem Ammanda by Robin Klein. In the poem Ammanda, Robin Klein has expressed the views of a little girl named Ammanda, who is constantly pointed out by her mother for making mistakes which her mother considers are not part of the code of conduct laid out by the society in which we live. The poem highlights the struggles faced by the child. The poet makes an important point that a child should never be denied freedom and space. The poem goes like this: Don't bite your nails, Ammanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Ammanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Ammanda. The poet is describing Ammanda, a little girl who is always pointed out by her mother for her mistakes and how she imagines her life to be. The poet says that the mother is pointing out Ammanda for biting nails, which is a bad habit. Next, she asks her to sit straight without bending her shoulders. Ammanda, who has habit of bending her shoulders and sitting lazily, is being pointed out because her mother wants her to sit in the right posture. Ammanda is getting trained for the society she is a part of. The last word Ammanda is used with an exclamation mark, which shows the irritation and frustration of the parent. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. In this stanza, we can see when Ammanda is being scolded by her mother, she imagines herself to be in a deep green sea. She says that she wants to be the only resident of this beautiful green sea. She imagines herself to be a mermaid who is alone there and leads her life in a very relaxing way. She says she wants to be carried away by the current of water and feel the relaxing environment there. For a child, mermaid is the symbol of freedom and wonder. Did you finish your homework, Ammanda? Did you tidy your room, Ammanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Ammanda. Here the poet says that Ammanda's mother is inquiring her about whether she has done her homework or not. And then she asks her whether she has cleaned her room or not. Moreover, she is also reminded to clean her shoes. So here we can see that the mother is constantly asking her questions regarding her homework being done or not, or whether she had cleaned her room and shoes or not. She is being disciplined for every little thing, making her lose her freedom. Her innocence is being lost by passage of time. I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. In this stanza, we once again see, while Ammanda is listening to her mother's instructions, she imagines herself to be an orphan who is roaming in the streets. This means she imagines if she would have been without parents, she would have walked freely in the streets. She would have drawn designs on the soft dust with her uncovered bare feet very quietly. So we can see that she thinks opposite to her mother. Her mother wants her to keep everything neat and clean, but Ammanda wants to play in the dust with her bare feet. Moreover, she is so fed up of these constant instructions from her mother that she says silence is golden, which means that silence is very precious and crucial. She further says that freedom is sweet. This means she never feels free when she is with her mother. Don't eat that chocolate, Ammanda. Remember your aching, Ammanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Ammanda? The set of instructions provided here indicate how much essential it is for Ammanda to understand the value of external beauty and steps to be taken to preserve it from her tender age. Ammanda's mother is stopping her to eat even chocolates She reminds her of pimples that Amanda's faces due to eating chocolates, and she scolds her for not paying attention to what she says. I'm Rapunzel, I have not a care. Life in a tower is a tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. At this point, Amanda imagines herself to be a Rapunzel. Rapunzel was a character from a fairy tale that was captured in tower by a witch. The witch used to climb the tower with the help of long hair of Rapunzel that were let down by her through the window. So now Amanda wants to be a Rapunzel because she feels that life in the tower will be peaceful and unusual. She thinks she will be free and live in a peaceful environment in the tower. She also confirms to herself that she will never let her hair down to anyone so that nobody could come to her in the tower. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. In the last stanza, Amanda's mother now warns her for behaving in a very odd manner. She asks her to stop being in a bad mood every time. Moreover, she blames her of having such an unstable mood. She also scolds her by saying that her behavior will one day make people think that Amanda was constantly being harassed by her mother. So here we can say that though Amanda is always pointed out by her mother on every small thing, but she can't react to this. If she reacts towards this by getting emotional, her mother takes this against her sense of pride and scolds her that she should not behave like this, as others would think that Amanda's mother is very dominating towards her child. The poet has used certain literary devices in the poem. The first is assonance. It is the use of vowel sound. Don't hunch your shoulders, the use of O sound. The rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme of the poem is not in a sequence or in a pattern. It goes like this: A in the first stanza, then C in the second stanza. Again in the third stanza it is A, and third then fourth stanza E. Fifth stanza A, then sixth stanza G, and seventh stanza A. Metaphor. The use of word emerald sea for green color of sea being similar to the color of emerald. Then silence is golden. Silence is compared to golden and freedom is compared to sweet. So these are the metaphors used in the poem. Repetition is another literary device. As we can see in throughout the poem, Amanda is used many times. So it is repeated again and again in almost all the stanzas. So this literary device is called repetition. Then alliteration, repetition of initial consonant sound in the same line. Stop that slouching and sit up straight. S sound is being repeated. I thought I told you to clean your shoes. T sound in thought, told. So T sound is repeated again and again. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda, the S sound. Another literary device used is allusion, a reference to statement, person, place, etc. from history, religion, literature, or any other field. Here some characters are taken from the fairy tales, like Mermaid is well-known imaginary creature and Rapunzel is a part of German fairy tale. So the poet has used these characters and the literary device is called allusion. Thank you, students. Have a good day.